I actually came across something. I came across some realization about the falsified reality of video games and all that shit. I wouldn't call it a realization, but it came as a realization because it came with a much more in-depth explanation and interpretation. Back then it was very, very shallow. So please bear with my English. Please forgive me, man. I am still learning. I'm still improving, man, as you can hear, man. So please, man, understand me. So I am very, very against this falsified reality of video games, especially the one that replicates, imitates reality, the actual reality we live in. You know, I was an addict of the gaming Kappa King for about 3 years, from 2022, no, 2 years, dog, 2022, 2023, for 2 years. I was addicted to this game for like 2 years, dog. Straight into it each and every fucking time. I would carry my phone to school when back then when I was in school, 2022. You'd find that I would even carry my phone to school just to play that shit, and just be in that online space of playing with people and all that shit, improving the avatar in the game, dog. And even 2023, but I didn't play it fully 2023 because I discovered self improvement, So man, I was very, very addicted to that shit to a point whereby I had half all the cars you'd think about, dog. I was so fucking rich in that game, dog. I had a lot of businesses, dog. I had a lot of shit, dog. I had the best cars. I had bought uh all of the houses that are bought with cash. I think dollars. I think dollars, dog. Let me put it that way, dollars. I had all the houses that were bought with the dollars, not the premium ones. I had every shit, dog. I had improved my avatar in that game when actually I should be improving my own fucking avatar in the real reality, dog. The reality we can touch, see, feel, and smell, dog. I should have taken all of that time and improved my own fucking reality, dog. You know, I sometimes regret the time I wasted in playing and improving that avatar of that game and every other shit, dog, instead of improving my actual life, this avatar, this body, dog, and removing and improving from this environment I'm living in right now. You know, that shit, man, depletes the motivation of wanting to have a better life. It just depletes the dopamines that make you wanna be successful. It gives you the mentality of I'm already succeeding in life. It gives you that feeling because if you were to look at let me position my phone right, man, so I can explain okay, let me just hold it, man. It gives you the very same dopamine spikes you would have gotten if you were successful and bought a car. It gives you the very same dopamine spikes you would have got if you bought a house. It gives you the same euphoria you would have gotten if you were to build your own businesses and it succeeded. And even that shit gives you a falsified reality of how business works. You understand me? It depletes all the motivation to even seek, to even have the need of being successful. It depletes all of that shit, dog. You upgrade the avatar till you have the best car. I had the Land Rovers, I had the Porsches, I had the Audi, I think it's R8 or whatever, dog. I had the BMWs, I had each and every car I wanted, dog. I had each and every shit. I upgraded each and every. I upgraded my avatar. I had the best houses, dog. I would travel from city to city, and you are living the dream life, dog. What are you telling your brain? They say your brain cannot distinguish between what is happening in real reality and something that isn't happening in actual reality, dog. It thinks it's all the same, dog. What are you telling your brain if you're doing shit like that? What are you telling your brain if you're doing shit like that? Sorry about that. What are you telling your brain when you do shit like that? You're telling your brain that we already making it, dog. What's the need for doing? What is the need of the chasing, dog? And that shit gives you a falsified approach on how you should approach being successful, dog. Success is a mindset, dog. In that game, we are only doing, dog. You know, you'd get free cash. You get free cash, dog, from each and everywhere, dog. You'd go to garages and you'd find free cash waiting for you and all that. You just your job is only to collect that shit and buy businesses and all that. To some degree, when I played it after self improvement, because you see, you cannot like just quit a habit just by in a blink of an eye, dog. You know, you just cannot quit it in one day. Well, to some degree, when I played the game after self improvement, after starting like self improving, man, the game wasn't the same, you know, because I had new domains, you know, I had conquered, you understand, in my mind, dog. I had dominance on some centers of my brain, dog. You know, I built my peripheral cortex, my logical brain to a point whereby it didn't allow me to play the game and be uh satisfied by it. You know, it was a different thing, dog. I knew I had now to improve myself, dog. But after playing it, man, I played it like for a few months after self improvement, after reading books, after listening to people like Andrew Tate and all that shit. You know, I read it, I played it, and then I saw what the book Rich Dad Poor Dad was saying. You cannot work your way to being rich. I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. It actually taught me some of the things, and it clarified a lot of things I had read on the book, you know. And you understand? You cannot work your way to being rich, man. You'll be like carrying couriers and all that shit. Having the only time I made at least something much more better is when I bought a truck on that game, you know. That is where I made money, dog. But from like make, cause sometimes you'd make stupid decisions in that game, dog. I knew from 2022, dog, I was making stupid decisions because I would blow each and every cash, dog, into I blow each and every collected cash. As I said, we collected cash, like we have free cash and all that shit. I would blow it like on cars, you know, and buying a house, and then no business and all that shit. I'd regret it afterwards, dog. But after I played it, when I was into self-improvement, I read Richard Poor Dad or listened to people like Andrew to watch podcasts of successful people and all that shit. I played it in a different way, dog. You know, I thought of like having businesses. I had, even though each and everything was falsified, but I followed all of that shit. I followed the advices I got from the book Richard Poor Dad and all other books I read, dog, and every other shit. Psychology of money, dog. How when you touch money, you know, cause like it's a reality, dog, on its own, but it's a digital reality, dog. It's a virtual reality. That's the shit, dog. But you experience the very same feelings you'd get if you had money and all that shit. You'd think of buying it, the new accoutrement and all that shit, you know. So man, I approach it differently, man. You know, after playing that shit, man, that shit is fucked up, man. Even though I'm speaking about it right now, speaking good about it after playing it, dog, you'd find that I was so fucking rich and financially free at the same time, dog. At that shit, I didn't stress about I had to buy cars and pimp them and sell them and all that shit. I didn't have to stress about all of that shit, you know, because I did that after blowing the money to even buying the next business. You know, I did all of that shit, dog, in that game. So that shit is fucked up, man. It wasted a lot of time, man. It wasted a lot of time. Like, there was a time whereby I had to choose between reading a book and playing that game. I played that game, dog. You know, whereby I was introduced to Andrew Tate, dog, and Robert Kiyosaki in 2022, dog. I was stuck in a decision of making. I was stuck in a decision of reading a book and playing the game. I chose to play the game because of the high dopamine reaction it came with. You know, so man, it was a good game. You know, I won't lie to you. It was a good game, though, because it gives you that euphoria of being rich and all that shit. I was very, very inspired by it after I quitted it. I said to myself, I want to have all of that shit right in reality right now. I want to, and even now I'm still fighting for it, dog. I'm doing whatever it takes to have shit like that. You understand? So that shit is bad. dog. That shit is bad because you improve yourself only on that shit, dog. You know, you improve your life only on that shit, dog. It gives you a falsified approach of how most people approach success, dog. It isn't as easy, dog. You know, a lot of people in my stage of life, they would have like stopped the self-improvement journey because it's hard. And nothing is harder than reading a book, dog, and finishing a book. That shit is so fucking hard, dog. Reading a book and finishing, I'm gonna be disturbed again, dog. Let me pause and redo the video again. Oh, sorry again, I got distracted. You know, nothing is harder than reading a book, dog. You know, obviously right now I have accustomed to it, you know, dog. I have adapted to that shit, to that habits of reading a book, you know. But back then it wasn't as easy as it is right now because I couldn't even watch a long format video, you know, a 2 hour video and all that shit. My brain only wanted something that is gonna constantly like bombarded with high stimuli and all that shit. You know, playing video games, dog, is very, very bad for your brain. It's very, very bad for. It's very, very bad for your brain. It's very, very bad for your reality. It's very, very bad for your future, dog. It's very, very bad, dog. It's very, very bad, dog. You improving your avatar in the video game, not you, dog. You're not improving yourself, dog. How are you gonna be successful playing a video game when actually your brain, you keep telling your brain each and every day, dog, we succeeding in life. That is why we say a lot of people so fucking relaxed, dog. You know, people have a lot of leisure in poverty, dog. I don't fucking know why, dog. How can you be so comfortable being broke, dog? How can you be? I am not comfortable with the life I'm living, dog. I'm not comfortable with the life I'm living, dog. I'm not happy with the life. Yes, I'm grateful for having the resources that I have and my family providing the resources I have right now. I am grateful for that shit, but I do not want that life for myself, dog. I want something big in life. And how was I gonna be successful when I already when I back then told my mind that we already successful, dog. We already succeeding in life, dog. Because as I said, dog, we experience the very same emotions we experience when we experience the very same emotions if we play video games. You know, as I was saying, dog, we experience the very same emotions we would have gotten if we were to endeavor something in our actual reality. You know, we experience the very same emotions we would have got from that actual reality experience in the video game, dog. You know, that's the shit, dog. Are we gonna, how are we supposed to be incentivized or motivated to do shit in life when actually we already telling our minds that no, bro, we already succeeding, dog. We already succeeding. We do not need the shit. We do not need the M4 in actual reality. We do not need the Audis. We do not need the G63s because we already have it, dog. How about even if you love stance as a South African, dog? Even if you love stance, dog, you just buy a guy and stand. You just buy a car in real actual reality and just stance it instead of like stancing it in a video game and all that shit, dog. Procrastination thrives in video games, dog. It thrives in video games, dog. If you play video games, dog, procrastination thrives, dog. The beast of procrastination thrives, dog, because you keep on feeding it, dog. You keep on feeding. You're busy telling your brain, nah, we're good. We're good, dog. You do not need to endeavor anything. You do not need to do something beyond the efforts you're giving or you pushing, dog. You do not need all of that shit, dog. You pushing fine, dog. You pushing fine, dog. Video games give us a falsified euphoria. Yeah, let me put it that way, dog. It gives us the illusion of succeeding. You know, we stuck in the illusion of succeeding when actually we not, dog. By playing video games, you're not succeeding, dog. You're just telling your brain that you don't fucking want to succeed, dog. That is what you insinuating. That is what you are indirectly telling your brain, dog. That is what you indirectly telling your brain, dog. You're telling it now, we good. I don't want to fucking succeed, dog. That is what you're telling your brain, dog. That shit is very, very bad for our brains, dog. We will not succeed if we're still playing video games, dog. We need to stop that shit. We need to cease playing video games at all costs, dog. Or else we'd find ourselves not succeeding in any other shit, dog. You know, if you were to sit with me, dog, you'd find that I've acquired a lot of information about a lot of shit ever since I deleted video games. You'd find that I have my own accomplishments, dog. Yes, they may not be visible in people's or the society's eyes, but I have a lot of accomplishments. And if I were to show you, dog, this is my accomplishment, dude, wow, dog. You would see shit like that because I quitted video games and started like improving myself, dog. If you were to sit with me and speak to me, dog, the shit is, I would have made a lot of videos, but I'm just limited by my limited vocabulary, dog. I would have spoke about a lot of shit, but dog, in my own native language, dog, you'd find that I can speak a lot of sense shit. I can teach you a lot of shit, dog. I can speak a lot of shit, dog. I'm trying to improve my English to a point whereby I'll be easily or happily able to express myself, efficiently, dog, without being hindered by any shit, without being hindered by English and all that shit, dog. Effectively, that's the word, effectively. You know, I would express myself very very effectively, dog. You know, so man, quit video games, man. Like, let's just quit video games and just focus on what really matters. Let's improve ourselves, dog. And I know it's gonna be hard. It is hard for me, dog. It is hard for me, dog. Every shit isn't coming up together for me, but dog, video games are making shit worse, dog. You are supplementing dog. You are supplementing your inadequacies with this shit. You are supplementing it this shit, dog. You are telling your brain, you are numbing the feelings you should be feeling, the stress tolerance. You should be stress tolerant, dog. You are numbing the stress hormones that should be circulating around your body, dog. That signal that you are improving in life. You are supplementing that shit, dog, with pleasure and all the instant gratification and all that shit, dog. How are we supposed to be successful with that shit? I'm not as that successful, dog. My background tells it all. It tells you the whole story, dog. My background is telling all the story, dog. But I'm trying, dog. I'm trying to improve myself, dog. I'm trying to improve myself, dog. I know that I'm gonna be successful, dog. It may take a while, dog, but I'm gonna make it, dog. Remove all the habits that are encumbering you, dog. Remove all the habits that are cumbersome in your life, dog. Remove each and everything. Create space for self-improvement, dog. You may think you've got no time. I had a lot of people saying, I've got no time, dog, to read a book. Yes, you do, dog. You do have time, dog. Remove TV and just add a book. Just remove TV and add a book. Remove scrolling on social media and add a book. Remove socializing, unnecessarily socializing, dog. Add a book. Instead of watching your favorite soapy for 30 minutes, dog, go and watch Luke Belmer. Go and watch Luke Belmer. Go and at least watch Andrew Tate, dog. Oh, watch James Johnny. I recommend that channel, dog. Go and watch James Johnny. Let's go watch James Johnny, dog. Let's go watch James Johnny, dog. That's the shit, dog. We shouldn't supplement our inadequacies with pleasure, dog. We shouldn't run away from the feeling of stress, of cortisol in our bodies, dog. We should face it head on, dog. I've cried a lot because of Forex, dog. I fought with my bed. I spoke about that shit in my stories and in my documentation in this channel, dog. I cried, dog. Felt pissed. I was angry at myself, and obviously I wanted to quit, dog. But right now I can see light, dog. I can see that the future is promising right now, dog. So, dog, just remove all of that shit, dog. Just remove that shit, dog. Do not supplement pain with pleasure, dog. Go on with that pain up until it turns into gold, dog. Up until it's no more, dog. That is how I do it. If I find something very, very hard for myself, I keep on going with the shit. Keep on until it becomes easier, dog. I do not go and watch TV and say, I'm quitting this shit, dog. We are doing all of that shit because of the falsified way or approach of succeeding, dog. It's not overnight, dog. It's not overnight. Success is not overnight. That is something that was very, very hard for me to understand, dog, or live by. It's not easy, dog. Just let time do it shit, dog. Time on its own, dog. I had a video saying that in I think in other realms, dog, they think of something and it happens instantaneously, and you'd find instantly, dog. They'd find that everything they think of or they wish, it happens instantly. I don't know if I don't know if how true that shit is, but I had to like, and in on Earth, dog, on Earth, time is what makes delayed gratification or delayed manifestation. They say in other realms, dog, they wish for something and then it happens instantaneously. I do not fucking know if that is true or not. I do not know, dog. But I had a video like that and it was very, very interesting to me, dog. It was very, very interesting to me. I found it very, very valuable. And then on Earth, dog, we have time, which makes something called delayed manifestation. It takes time for each and everything to happen in your life with consistency, dog, persistency, dog. Sitting on something long enough to find its fruits, dog, would eventually make you live the life that you want to live. That is the shit I'm living by, dog. That's the mentality I'm using, dog. I am persistent. I'm consistent in what I'm doing, dog. I know it's gonna yield me big, dog. I know that shit. On Earth, we have delayed gratification, dog. And if you think everything is gonna happen overnight, even movies make shit like this, dog. That is why I don't fucking watch TV, dog. Excuse me. I don't fucking watch TV just because of those reasons, dog. They make success very, very easily accessible, dog. That is why a lot of people quit very, very early, dog. It's because success, it's made so easy, dog. It made so easy, dog. Just like a lot of people who sell this forex illusion of forex being an overnight thing. That is so asinine, dog. It's very stupid. So preposterous, dog, to my ears. It's very stupid, dog. In a sense. So, man, just quit video games, dog. Just quit anything that has to do with TV, social media, scrolling, and all that shit. Playing video games, dog. I do not play video games, dog. We were attending a family ceremony like last week, dog. On the 20th of March 2025, dog. We attended a ceremony, and one of my brothers, I was tempted, actually. Okay, I wasn't tempted. Let me put it there. I wasn't tempted, dog. I just wanted my brother to feel a little bit comfortable with me, because I do not want people to be uncomfortable around me in most cases, and even in places they shouldn't be uncomfortable around me. I do not want that shit because they know me as someone who's serious and all that shit. So, in order to make him relax and all that shit, I told him to send me Kappa King, dog. He played that game, dog. I'm against it, against it, dog. And he sent me, dog, and he was very, very comfortable around me afterwards, dog. We spoke a lot about a lot of shit, dog. I saw he was comfortable. We spoke about the game. He was very, very comfortable, dog. He knows that in most cases, dog, I may be doing something wrong, dog, but he knows that in most cases, dog, there are times whereby I don't fucking want that shit. We speak only facts. We don't speak like life elevating conversation and all that shit, dog. He even understood that on that day, dog. That day ended with us debating about God and all that shit. I'm still in a journey of finding God, not the religious God. I'm still in a journey of finding God, of who actually the guy or whatever. I truly believe it's not him or her or I don't fucking know, dog. Because the scientific approach of defining a man. Okay, let's not go there, dog. Let's not go there. But man, yeah, man, we ended up like debating about a lot of things that day, dog. And I didn't even play that game, dog. I just sent it and I just waited long enough and then deleted it. Just to make him comfortable. I'm against it and every shit like that, dog. So delete games, dog. They ain't fulfilling your life. They ain't helping you, dog. It will make you very fucking lazy, dog. It will make you not to want to thrive, dog. It will make you not to want to improve this avatar you see here. Me here, like this no dog. It'll make you not to want to improve, dog. It'll make you not want to improve, dog. So just, man, just delete games, dog, and just focus on building your life, man. That's all I can say, man. If this video wasn't enough, man, maybe I don't know, man. Maybe we'd create something else, man, and hopefully we all succeed. Hopefully I succeed in this lifetime, dog. And I've only got this life, dog. I've only got this life to make it, dog.